Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. Today's video is maybe another one of those like vulnerable type videos, you know, where I'm really going to open book here because this is kind of embarrassing, just a little. Now when I mean embarrassing, I mean embarrassing, okay? Embarrassing. As you can tell by the title, we're talking a little bit about fast fashion and makeup. We're talking about all the stuff that I bought in 2020 and I haven't used. And I'm going to show you every single item, at least that I was able to recollect from my memory and pile together. A lot of it was already sitting kind of in a pile. And so I was like, okay, I already know that I need to use these things. But I had to go dig back into my drawers because there's so many things that I know I bought, but I haven't used. So we're going to talk about those today. I'm a little nervous to talk about them because it's a lot. And I feel like a lot of you are going to be like, what the hell? Like, what's wrong with you? Why are you spending that much money on all this stuff that's already been sitting on your shelf for like anywhere from, let's say like a month to like 6 or 7 months, maybe a little bit more. That's embarrassing, okay? That is embarrassing. Sorry if I keep scratching my nose. I feel like there's like dog hair or something flying around. So yeah, we're going to talk about it all. Now, the thing is, a lot of these products you will have already seen in some of my previous hauls. Not all of these products, though, I will say refer to like a fast fashion type of model. I just wanted to include a little bit of conversation about that because I do plan to do some videos in the future talking about it. So before we even get into the embarrassing nitty-gritty part of the video, that's what I want to start off with. But even before we get into that, thank you so much for joining me today. I know there's a bunch of new faces, so thank you so much for subscribing. If you are new and watching this video, I would love for you to subscribe and join my little family here on YouTube. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to throw me a thumbs up before you leave for the day. I would really appreciate it, and it would really, really help me out. And don't forget to check out my socials. Everything will be linked down below. I'm pretty much active on Instagram the most, but I peep on Twitter here and there. I feel like Twitter gets a little bit extra dramatic and I don't always love it. That being said, let's talk a little bit about makeup and fast fashion. So as a lot of you know, there have been a lot of makeup releases over the last couple of years, especially. And I feel like in the last maybe year to 2 years, it's really increased to the amount where there's brands like ColourPop that are releasing things 3 times a week or 4 times a week. That is insane. That is completely insane. And I think it's ridiculous because it is making people want the next best thing. So by the time you get one eyeshadow palette and you've used it, or maybe you haven't, you want the next one. And I don't think that's a healthy relationship to have with makeup products because they are perishable. Now, fast fashion clothing may be a different story because sometimes there are things that you can find that will last you years. I am not going to deny that because, for instance, H&M, sometimes you can find great pieces there that maybe are fast fashion, but still a little bit, you know, not on the like significantly cheaper side. Like I wouldn't say that their $5 t-shirts or whatever last as long. You know what? Some of them do though. Some of them do. So that also depends on how you care for your clothes and, you know, all of that goes into it. It just depends on what you're buying. A lot of the items that cycle through kind of all the time. I mean, those basic tees they have like all the time. So I think those are probably a little bit more quality compared to, even though the pricing is ridiculously cheap, those are probably a little bit more quality compared to the stuff that they bring in, you know, during a season when something's on trend, i.e. those little sweaters that are literally like here and then their sleeves. And I think Zara was the other brand that I wanted to touch on because they go through outfits like crazy. It's insane. So while clothing can also be wasteful, I don't think it can entirely because I feel like a lot of the pieces you can buy to continue into other trends. So it's a little bit more wearable, whereas makeup is definitely more perishable, so you're not going to get so many years of use out of it. Now, that also being said, it depends on the product. Especially powder products, you can technically keep them longer than the shelf life unless they go bad. And by going bad, I mean like go moldy or, start smelling weird or looking weird, or what's the other word I wanted to use? Or they just don't give the payoff that they used to anymore. At that point, you might decide, okay, I'm going to get rid of these. The other thing I want to discuss is this whole culture of not so much the minimalism. I think minimalism is fine if that's what you're into. It's the whole decluttering process. Now, unless you're doing it for the purpose of that, it makes you feel better, like that's fine, that's great. But in the beauty community, it seems that a lot of the times these declutters are happening because that's what brings in views. And I don't think that's how it should be. So either you're a collector, and I would say, if you don't want to declutter your stuff, it's okay. Don't declutter it. If you feel the need to, obviously find another home for it with people that you trust. I think the wasteful part of it is like, if you are to declutter stuff, a lot of people don't want your old crap, and so then you end up trashing it, and I think that's just completely wasteful. So that affects our environment, guys. That affects our carbon footprint and all of that kind of stuff. So I think we just need to be a little bit more mindful and thoughtful about the things that we buy and put into our collections or whatever. Like it could be your clothing, it could be your video games and that kind of stuff. So it could be anything. Like I'm not just talking straight up makeup, but obviously we're talking makeup because this is a beauty channel. And if you love makeup and you want to keep buying makeup, I mean, hey, that's up to you. But don't feel pressed. Don't feel pressed to buy things just because brands are releasing them on the daily. That's all I'm trying to get at. Back in the day, each brand would have quarterly releases. Sometimes they would have, 2 releases a year or something like that, or space them out. Like that kind of thing is, I think, a lot better. ColourPop's just one of the brands, I don't know. There's some brands out there that don't do releases so often, but I feel like a lot of the indie brands are starting to do this as well, where they'll release like X amount of product, and then that same product they'll kind of add to the collection, and it seems like then you want it because you want to complete the collection, So it's just that kind of stuff that I'm thinking on. I mean, let's be real. I know that I love to collect makeup because I love makeup. Makeup brings me joy. It makes me happy. However, due to things like the pandemic over the course of the last couple of months, I've also been battling a ton of depression and anxiety. A lot of my purchases resulted because of that, because they were late night purchases of trying to fill a temporary void, or just like even during the daytime purchases, trying to fill a temporary void. And I think that's where we all tend to go wrong with these fast fashion releases. I think that we can be more mindful about those things. Actually take the time to sit down and think about whether it is something that you want. What I always tend to do is when there's a new makeup release, unless I know I really want it, then I stick to my guns on it. But sometimes there's products, for instance, the Club Nebula palette, which is coming out tonight as I'm filming this, so this will probably go up after. And I'm going to order it. I wasn't going to. And I sat on it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to dupe it. So finally yesterday, I took out all my eyeshadows and I started looking through the list on the Kaleidos website. And the website kind of gives a description of what each shade is. I was able to make up most of the mattes, not all of them, but some of them were close. But the shimmers, I couldn't make up the shimmers. And you know what? I'm not going to lie. I love the Kaleidos shimmer formula. The only thing that was stopping me from even buying the Kaleidos Club Nebula palette was the fact that it was the same packaging as the Escape Pod. And I couldn't get it to sit open. But I figured that out. So now I'm getting it. And you know what? I don't feel ashamed about that because I am excited about that purchase. It really does bring me joy. I really, really love that color story. And I think that I'm going to have fun with that palette when I get it. But here's the problem. Here, I'm going to show you all of the stuff that I bought in 2020 that I still to date have not used. These are products I still do intend to review. A lot of them haven't even been opened. A lot of them haven't been touched. Some of them have been swatched. Others have been just opened and looked at. But for the most part, I have not actually applied any of these products to where the application should go, if you know what I mean. So some of them also might have been free gifts with purchase, like I made purchases, but I got a free gift with it. So there might be a few of those as well, because I see one in this box that is, maybe two. There are a lot of palettes as well. A lot of palettes. We're going to go through every single one of them. My reasoning to do this video is to show you guys what can happen when we're doing these kind of purchases, and also kind of want to see what you guys want to see from me review-wise. Like, what products do you want to see ASAP out of the products that I show you today? Because those are the ones that I'm going to prioritize for my filming. I just want to know, what is it that you guys are interested in seeing? Obviously, like when I get my Kaleidos palette, that'll probably take priority. Same with Auric, when that gets in, that'll take priority. But for the most part, I do want to try and get a lot of videos using these products in, and I can do that by doing like full face glam using new makeup. But yeah, I'm done for the chitter chatter part of it. That could have been all over the place because this was kind of a ramble that I thought of in my head, and I was like, I just need to spew this out on camera. So that is what we've done. I will obviously do more clear, concise conversations with you guys about conscious consumerism and also fast fashion. Like, I think we need to talk about it a little bit more, because if we as consumers can slow down the purchasing, companies will then start to slow down the production, and that in turn will be creating less waste. It will be more helpful to our environment because production factories won't be working in excess or whatever. It may reduce labor. I don't know. Like, is it going to though, really? Like, realistically? No, because then those brands can take the time to put quality thought into all of the products that they are producing. And I think that would be amazing to see. And that way, I think brands could release at different times. Then we'd actually be sustainably able to figure out what we want to purchase, what we don't want to purchase, all that kind of stuff. But if you want to see the embarrassing amount of makeup that I got in 2020 that I have not used yet, stay tuned. So the first item is a loose powder by the brand Units. I have not even opened this. This was actually not something that I purchased. This was a free gift with purchase because I did purchase some brushes from them. So that being said, I purchased these brushes from them and I still haven't tried them out. So Units is a brand that's vegan and cruelty free. They do synthetic brushes. I think they feel really nice from what I can tell, so I'm excited to try them out. Let me know if you guys want to see them. The next two products, look, it's still in the packaging. Pat McGrath foundation, and I also have the concealer, both of which still haven't tried. You know what? I'm not going to repeat that because you guys know, like, that's the whole point of this video, you know? The next one is this Beauty Blender foundation. Clearly, I decided to buy a lot of foundation. I don't know what came over me, but that was just a theme. Going off that whole theme of foundation, I've also got the Huda Beauty stick foundation that I still have not tried. I think I swiped a little bit on my cheek just to make sure it was the right color match, and it was, but that's the furthest I got. The other thing I also got from Beautylicious is this Embryolisse priming moisturizer. I love this stuff. I haven't opened or used this yet, but I already know I love this. I'm just trying to finish a couple other ones, so that'll kind of stay in the queue and then eventually come out. Next, Lunar Beauty. This is a highlighter. This is in the shade Jupiter Prism. I'm not going to open this all up, but I got it free with the purchase of a palette that I'll show you later on. Moving on to box number 2. Oh gosh, you guys. Okay, I'm going to start with these because I don't even know now why I bought them. They are by Too Faced. They are from an older collection. They're like eye toppers. I bought these from Winners, which is like Marshall's, months ago. Like I bought those when I first got back into YouTube, probably in January or February. I don't know. An embarrassing long time ago. Okay, next I have these two lip products from Dose of Colors. It's from their Minnie Mouse, or no, Mickey Mouse, their Disney collection, you know. Haven't used these yet. I think I had two other products that I did use. So, I mean, I got 50% of, no, well, I know, actually, I tried three out of 5 products that I bought, I tried. So I did good there. The next is the Fenty Cheeks Out, or no, wait, what is this? The Fenty Cream, Gloss Bomb Cream. Gloss Bomb Cream. That's what this is. The shade that I picked up is called Cookie Jar, and that's what it looks like. I've just been kind of intimidated by trying this, so I just haven't. Patrick Ta. I picked up 2 blushes in 2020, and I haven't used either of them. I have swatched them for you guys in my you know, blush video. So if you want to see swatches, you'll see them there. I'm not going to swatch anything in here because this is going to be a really long video otherwise, and that way I can actually show you when I do a kind of, you know, dedicated video. So that's what I'm waiting for. There's a lot of blush in this whole category. So the next is these 3. These are the M Cosmetics. It's really awkward to hold. It's the M Cosmetics. I'll show you one of them. So that's what it looks like. The serum blushes, I still haven't used these. I bought these back in like July or August. I still haven't used them. I swatched them for you guys, but I don't have an opinion because I haven't worn them. So there is that. Along with those, I had picked up some lip products, which have also not been taken out of their boxes. So maybe I could do like an M Cosmetics review. Apollo. I also more recently picked up a Patrick Ta lip liner. Okay, next I have this Marc Jacobs Enamored lip gloss thing. It's like one of those stick lip glosses. It's not really like a gloss, I should say. I picked this up in summer. So this is Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lash Mascara. Now this hasn't been opened because I always have like new mascara sitting around, and I just don't open them because I don't want to have them go bad. So the other one I have is by Bobbi Brown. This was recommended to me by Annie. She has like a Mimosas and Makeup Instagram page, and she talks a lot about ingredients. She's very knowledgeable, so I trusted her opinion, and I still haven't tried it. I'm sorry, Annie. Don't get mad at me, please. And then next I have 2 of the Danessa Myricks Twin Flames. Come on, my camera doesn't want to focus because it's so shiny. There we go. Those are the 2 shades that I have. Let me know if you guys want to see a video. I also picked up this Suva Beauty Hydra Liner palette. I'm really excited to try this. And along with those, I picked up 2 of their like single pot ones. So I picked up 2 of these, and of course there's already dog hair. I picked up 2 of these Milani Cream blushes that I still have not tried. I think the colors are absolutely stunning. So those will obviously get featured at some point. I also got the Milani Holiday blushes. I've already tried one of them, but I have not tried this cocoa one. It's so pretty though. Oh, this could have gone really good with today's look, but that's okay. I decided to do kind of an all cream based look. The next one is this one by KBD Vegan Beauty. It's such a beautiful little package. I love how it's like a rose. And then the inside, the color just looks like this. It's a really bright poppy shade. Like it's brighter than what it's coming off on camera. Like it's crazy how, I guess because it's maybe more on the neon side, sometimes the colors get washed out. And then another blush that I have from Melt. This is their Blush Light in Nevermore. I love that I can actually show you guys some close-ups now. So there is the shade. It does have a little bit of shine to it. It's kind of like a highlighting blush. I did grab a mini trio This came to like $10 or something ridiculous, from Pat McGrath, just these mini lipsticks. Now mine have a little bit of a white film on them. I at first thought that it was like mold or something. However, I've been told that it's wax bloom. Let me know in the comments down below. I haven't worn those yet nor swatched them because I just didn't know what to do. So they're kind of just sitting there, but let me know if you've ever had that issue with Pat McGrath lipsticks, or you know, just the wax blooms in general. I think it traveled from a very cold place to here when I ordered it, so I don't know if that's why. But I also picked up these ones, and these ones are perfectly fine, but these did also ship from a local warehouse. I love the packaging on this one. It's so pretty, and it's got like the Pat McGrath. Look how cute that is. I also picked up in 2020 some colorful liners. These ones are the ones by LA Colors. No, is it LA? No, it's LA Girl. Well, I don't know. I always get those confused. I don't know. I have one more, but that's already been used, so it's already in my stash. These ones have not been used. Oh, here's another highlighting blush. This is by Natasha Denona. It's the Mini Bloom. I love this. I bought this on recommendation from a friend. I have swatched it and I love it, but I haven't tried it on my cheeks, but I am sure that it's beautiful. This is going to look great in the springtime, but I should probably use it before that. I also haven't tried out this. This is an e.l.f. liquid matte eyeshadow. The next is I have the Kaleidos Mars Melter highlight. I have the Kaleidos Moon Cruiser highlight. Wait, I've used this. I've used this once actually. Let's let that go. I used this when I did my Divina Star Chasers video, so I've used that on my face. This one I was so excited about, and I still haven't used it. It's the Space Age Prophecy, the multi-chrome. So let me know if you want to see videos on that. Now we're getting into palettes. Okay, I think I'll start with this one because this one was recommended to me by somebody and I thought it looked beautiful and I'm so excited to try it, and I still have not tried it. That is the Danessa Myricks Lightwork palette. Look at that packaging though. Isn't that beautiful? It's so pretty, you guys. The highlights look beautiful in here and I can't wait to try them. Next, I have the Cotton Candy palette by BH. I also just got my pistachio and my bubblegum in the mail, so I'm not including those in this video because I technically received them like last week, not including those. I only have two of these, but I have the Juvia's Place, what is this one? The Festival and the Saharan 2. Yeah, the Saharan 2. Neither of these have been used, so let me know if you guys want to see them. Should probably do a look. This one is embarrassing. Who else recently said that they didn't use this? Somebody mentioned it in either a live chat or a video, and I was watching it and they were like, I still haven't used that palette. And I was like, cool, I'm not the only one. And they're kind of a bigger YouTuber, I think. I can't remember who it is. I want to say it was Lauren May, but it probably wasn't. Was it? No, it couldn't be. It couldn't be her. The Tiny Marvels. I have not yet used this. Let me know if you want me to create some looks with it. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have her sister, but I do have the Melt Vita palette. I haven't even taken it out of the box. Still sitting in here. It's so pretty. I really still have FOMO over Muerte, so I just don't have the heart to open this one up because I don't have the other one. Along with the rest of Kaleidos, so far I've only used my Escape Pod, but I haven't used it. Okay, so I used my Escape Pod, but I haven't used it on camera. Let me know if you want me to see. Let me know if you want to see it on camera, if you want me to do like a review or anything of it. I've only used it twice, I think, so I have this one as well, the Lunar Lavender, which I have not used yet, so let me know. I feel like this whole entire video is just me saying, look, here's something I didn't use. Let me know if you want me to use it. Okay, another purchase from summer last year. This was a holiday from 2019, but it was like a bundle deal on Charlotte Tilbury's website, so that is this palette. Come to think of it, like the packaging is pretty, but it's tacky. But that is what it looks like. There we go. It looks super washed out though. I feel like this one's prettier than this year's. I like that it has the greens, smoky grays, and all of that kind of stuff, but haven't used it. Here's one by BH Cosmetics that I haven't used. This is the Summer in Saint Tropez. It's a super colorful, bright one. I think they still stock that, so if you want to see looks, let me know. I have the ColourPop Just My Luck still sitting in the box. Haven't used it. I've used the Blue Moon, but I haven't used this one, so this is embarrassing, you guys. I bought 3 palettes from Sigma Beauty, okay? I have not used the Cor de Rosa, which looks like, oh, well, you can't see that because the sleeve, which looks like this, super pretty. And I also have not used this Enchanted palette, which the packaging is so gorgeous on. So there it is. Have not used it. I've only used Untamed so far, and I love their formula, so let me know. Just let me know. Let me know what you want to see. I'll show you all the things. I'm literally showing you all the things. Okay, this was one that I got in a BoxyCharm, but I'm including it anyways because I kept this one and I haven't used it. This is the Spanglish palette by Alamar. Oh, and look at the beautiful shades. I've swatched this a couple times. I've swatched it for, you know, just people who were DMing me about it to see what it looked like. And it is so pretty. It is real pretty, but I have not used it. I have 2 little palettes from Sample Beauty. I have their Hydrographic palette, which looks like, oh, hang on. Don't want to reflect it. This is the Hydrographic palette. Super pretty, super up my alley. And the other one is the Immensity palette, which is like a rainbow. You guys know I love rainbows. So beautiful. But I forgot I had these. I'm not even kidding. I forgot that I had these until I was looking through the box and I was like, oh yeah, I ordered those. Whoops. I have this little Viseart Aperol Spritz Edit. I bought this one because the color story seemed the most fun to me, but I don't know. It's pretty, but it's very basic. But if you guys want to see this, I can let you know. I think this would be a really cute spring palette, so let me know because I think this is a part of their permanent collection. Let's do some more indie. This was kind of like a last minute post Black Friday purchase. This is the Peachy Queen Amethyst palette. It was like on sale for like 60% off. I think it was like $11 and I was like, okay, we'll try. When it came, it did smell like glue, however. Also, if you don't like pressed glitters, you're not going to love this one. It does have 5, but for 16 shadows at $11, I was okay with that. So that's what this one looks like. It's really, really pretty. Beautiful color story. I do have to say though, I don't love like the busy backgrounds. I wish like companies would just keep that white or black or like a light gray, like just solid color. The other one I have is the holiday palette from Alien Cosmetics. I do love this color story though, and I was gonna originally buy this when it came out. If it would come out of the box. It's stuck. It's stuck. Come on. There we go. So it just looks the same on the actual palette. And then the color story. Also, I like that these ones don't have mirrors because that's a lot more eco-friendly. There is the color story. Oh, those shades. Beautiful. I don't think I'm going to put that back in the box because I'm probably never going to take it out again. Maybe that's what I need to do is just take them all out. So the next 2 are more recent palettes. These are the Nomad Tokyo and the Nomad Orient Express. And you betcha, my friend Steven talked me into it. I also picked up one of their single shadows. And I did that just because these 2 palettes were like $88 or something, but I needed to be over 90 to get 50% off instead of 40, and it was just cheaper if I added one of these on for me to get the 50% off. So I did it. I did it. Okay. Oh, I lusted after this for so long, you guys, and I finally got it, and that is the wonderful Moon Spell palette. I am so excited to have this. Look at that packaging. I have to show you this way because I feel like this way is just like, you have to look at it from far away then, and that's not fun. Oof, oof. I don't know what's happening there. Look at that color story though. It is so beautiful. I can't wait to put this one on my eyes. I'm actually really, really excited. The quality, like Manny nailed it. I feel like the quality of this is just amazing. And I will keep this sleeve too, just because of the artwork, but also like it's such good quality. It's like a bookcase. Like, look at that. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Okay, now we're getting into the scariest territory and then we're done. Okay. 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 We'll start with Mama Pat. I mean, we've already kind of shown you some Mama Pat. So this was the first palette that I picked up from Pat McGrath, and I haven't even used it. So this is the Mothership Sublime, the Bronze Ambition. I'm not gonna lie, these are pretty. Look at that. It's beautiful. I love that color story. I think this is a great like everyday palette. I think I got that back in right. The sleeve, the packaging on these though, I don't love the kind of cardboardy weird thing. I don't love the trifold, and I know Kaleidos does that too, so personal preference, you know. The next one is the Mothership Subversive Metamorphosis, the pink one. I think this was a holiday. I can't remember. I saw it at Sephora, at my local Sephora, and it was $35 and I got 20% off, and I was like, okay, I am not passing up a deal like that. So I picked it up and it's beautiful. This one, I love the color story of the purple in here is stunning. It's got like a silver, it's got a copper. I feel like the thing is though, I find Pat McGrath has so many repetitive shades in these palettes. That is my only beef. I got two of the holiday 2019 Astral quads. I used one of them. I used Iconic Illusion. You know, the red and gold and brown one? That one I've used. This is the Blitz Astral quad in Nocturnal Nirvana. I have not used this one, but I think it's absolutely stunning. I love the shades in here. That green and the blue is so beautiful. Even the purple actually is really pretty. I just haven't used them, so I need to. I have swatched them, of course, but I haven't even swatched, I think, the other ones, the 6-pan ones, maybe. This is a holiday 2020. I only got one quad, and that was it. And this is the Interstellar Icon. Oh, I don't know why I'm showing that. Of which one shade completely shattered, and look at this mess, okay? Do you see that mess? Anyways, it was this one. Blue, no, not blue. Is that Blue Blood? I guess that's Blue Blood. I don't know. This shade here, completely shattered. You can tell, you can see all that mess. It looks horrendous. And it shattered the same way my JD Glow Unexpected shade shattered. So I don't know what's going on there. And it shattered with me just swatching it. Literally, I dipped my pinky finger into it. It just crumbled. So I'm not very happy with this, but I love that blue shade. So I'll keep it. And honestly, I didn't return it because I know the companies are just going to throw it away. So I'm just going to eat that cost, but okay. Last set of products. Okay, we're almost done. This video might not actually be as long as I was thinking it would end up, but whew, I'm tired from lifting everything and showing you guys. Okay, so finally talking about the last couple products that I have. You guys all know that I tried the Natasha Denona Glam palette back in, I think, September or October for the first time, and that was my first experience with any kind of Natasha Denona eyeshadows, and I fell in love immediately. And that became a problem because next I ended up picking up the Natasha Denona Mini Gold, which I have not used yet, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. That's all I'll say. Next, I picked up these two. I picked up like the Mini Gold, and this one I picked up during the VIB. So I picked up the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette, right? Is that what you were? Yes, the Sunrise palette. So haven't used her. I took some photos, but that's about it. Then during Black Friday, Natasha Denona was having a crazy good sale. So I picked up two more palettes. I picked up the Sunset, which I mean, technically I didn't need it. I kind of wish I got the gold instead, but it's okay. I think that one was like 50% off or something. And I finally picked up the one that I wanted for so long. And I haven't even used it yet. And that is the Metropolis palette. I am so excited, guys. I am so excited. And that's the last of it. Is that everything? That is everything that I bought in 2020 that I have not tried yet. That is crazy. You guys, can someone in the comments just tell me that they did as bad as I did or like worse than I did? Because that would make me feel just a little bit better. A little bit. You know? I would really appreciate it if you could tell me that. No, but seriously, you guys, I need to get going on using these things. I know for things like the lip products I showed you, and even the mascaras, like eventually I'll get to them. I'm not a person who buys mascara often, so I know that when my other ones are done, these are the ones that I'll be picking up. But things like the graphic liners that I bought and the palettes and the foundations, I feel like I should be trying. All the blushes that I got, I should be trying those, you know? So did I have this on my wrist the whole time? How annoying is that? I apologize. But yes, please leave me a comment down below and let me know what it is that you want to see out of all of the products that I showed you. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing the videos on consumerism and fast fashion makeup. This was kind of just like a dip in the water, let's just say, because I really wanted to see if that's an angle that I want to take on my channel based on if you guys are actually interested in it. Because I think it's something important to talk about, and I think it helps us realize like how our purchasing makeup affects the world, including ourselves, including our pockets and our bank accounts. And let's not tell my husband this, okay? Let's just not tell him about this. He sees the boxes, but let's just leave it at that. Anyhow, let me know what you guys want to see. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this video. Do you think it was as crazy as I thought it was? The amount of stuff that is sitting in front of me, you guys, my anxiety is like slowly creeping up. Anyway, throw me a thumbs up or thumbs down based on how this video made you feel. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this video and this topic. I would love to chat with you guys down in the comment section. Also, feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'm always open to chat over there as well. My Instagram handle and everything will be linked in the down bar below. Also, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button. You won't be sorry, I promise. So that's all for this one, you guys. I hope that you're all staying safe, being kind, and staying super conscious about your purchases this year. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.